Hey y'all, how's it going? Happy Sunday. I needed to get a project done this morning, but I needed like a quiet project. So what we're gonna do today is a little patio orchard maintenance, if you will. So my little patio orchard, which is over here, I'll show you in a minute, it has grown like crazy. Everything is in pots. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Brooke. We live in a rental house in Austin, Texas, and so all of my trees can get put in the ground because we're not going to be here forever. So I have kept all of them in containers, but some of them need some bigger containers. So I have a couple of very, very large pots. We have some premium potting mix for outdoor containers, and we're gonna play a little like Goldilocks / musical chairs with all the stuff out here, and I'm gonna show you kind of what's gonna go where, and we're just gonna kind of hang out and have some fun today. So let me show you everything first, and then I will tell you what the next steps are. Okay guys, so this right here is my Mexican thornless key lime tree, and we do have key limes that are sizing up, so that's very exciting. This tree is not gonna move. So this one hasn't grown super fast. I got this one, it was probably like a third of this size last year when I bought it. So I don't want to disturb it too much because it's got fruit that's sizing up and it seems to be doing just fine. I have this rooted fig, which the size pot it's in is fine. However, I'm not sure what happened, but it broke. So we're gonna pop this one out and put that one in a bigger container because the pot's broken. This is a rooted peach tree cutting for my community garden. This one's gonna stay. I'm not actually sure if it's formed roots yet, and I don't wanna disturb it and find out. So this one's gonna stay right where it's at. This is my Sam Houston peach. Now, this one will be moving. I'm a little nervous because we do have peaches. We only have two. We only have two peaches, but still, I don't want to mess up the peaches I have. However, the pot that it's in is just too small. So that one's gonna come out and get put in one of these bigger pots. These are two Blackberry Cuttings. Those are probably gonna stay in the pots that they're in right now. That beautiful big thing. That is my Eureka pink lemon tree. And it's obviously variegated. The lemons are actually variegated. I've never gotten fruit off of it, and it was actually really covered in blossoms and fruit, and then it started dropping its fruit, which was really sad. So I think it just needs a bigger pot. This one's definitely getting a bigger pot. This one has exploded since I bought it last year. It was legitimately like maybe that size when I bought it. So that one's super happy, but I think it just needs more space. This is a lemonade lemon. This one has put on a ton of growth. I'm not going to move this one because it just seems like it's in a really happy place. This Meyer lemon is also not being moved because this one also has fruit on it that is sizing up. So I don't want to disturb it too much. So we're going to leave this one right where it's at. And then this grape needs a bigger pot. And it also needs some kind of trellising system because it keeps grabbing on to my other stuff. So we're going to have to figure out what to do with that guy. So that's kind of the plan. Once some of these other pots are empty, I'm going to kind of see what we can do and how we're going to move things around. This is going to be one of those projects where I have like a little bit of a rough plan of what I want to do. But yeah, we'll kind of see how it goes. And also before we get started, there are dwarf varieties that you can get. So you can certainly get a dwarf fruit variety that can always live in a pot. None of these are that. You can also prune varieties so that they can always live in a pot. My intention with all of these is to take them through the next year or so, and then once we buy a house or property or whatever we end up doing, actually put them in the ground and have them live in the ground. So that is my intention with all of these, but just to put that out there, you can get dwarf varieties. So we're gonna get these pots filled with soil. Actually, I think I need to put holes in one of them, so I'm gonna go grab a drill. Okay guys, so when you buy these new pots, always remember to drill your holes. And they will usually always have spots for you to drill such holes. And yeah, you just always want to drill your holes. So if you don't have a drill for whatever reason, I have used a screwdriver and a hammer before. Please be safe. Holes are drilled. So we are going to start with the peach, but we definitely need to get some extra soil in there first. The way that I normally measure this is I take the tree and I stick it in the pot and I see how far, because with trees you don't want to bury the trunk. So stick that in here and see. So it looks like, actually, this is just another reason I love the Hori Hori knife so much, because it has measurements on the blade. So I can see, here's the base of the trunk. So we need about 6 inches of soil in the bottom. So I'm gonna fill the bottom first with 6 inches of soil. Then we're gonna pop the tree out, put the tree in, and then fill in the soil around. Now, I've done this wrong so many times I can't even tell you. Please do not try and make a hole for your potted plant. Don't do that. Also a good step when you're repotting large trees and you have that much dry soil, moisten it now so your tree doesn't go through shock. Okay guys, so here's our root ball. Doesn't look like we're too root bound, but we're definitely at the bottom of the container, so I think this will be a good move. Okay guys, tree number 1 repotted. Now I water it until the water is running out the bottom, because that tells me that we are well watered. I'm probably going to give it a little bit of fertilizer too, just so that it doesn't shock too bad. So, 1 down. Okay guys, now for this one, for the citrus, I am actually going to use some of my citrus tone. I haven't had the opportunity to fertilize this like down towards the roots. I've just been surface fertilizing it, which still works, but while I've got the opportunity to give it more fertilizer in like towards the roots, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, this guy desperately needed a new pot. So I'm actually gonna break up these roots a little bit. Okay, so the good news on that one is I actually saw more fruits. So that's awesome. That's exactly what I want to see. Now we're gonna figure out musical chairs. Have rooted cuttings, you don't know how much the roots are, so it's a little hard to disturb them, but maybe I'll just break this pot more. Okay. I wasn't planning on moving the lemonade lemon, however, I'm seeing some roots starting to poke out of the bottom holes, so I think I'm gonna move the lemonade lemon to that pot, and then the grape, I think we're gonna have to get a little creative. Also, I'm gonna have to break into like my real bougie soil stash, so they're getting the best of me today. Hey guys, as with most projects, I'm gonna make this a little more complicated for myself, but I think it'll be worth it. So we're gonna do the lemonade lemon next. I was gonna show you guys the root ball, but it kind of all just fell apart. So, last one we're gonna do, and then I gotta clean up because I've made a large mess. So, the last one is the grape. Now, I took this pot, which had a little blueberry in it that I don't know how it's gonna do, but I moved that one to a smaller pot. and we're gonna put it here. Now this, it is so humid out here. This is what's gonna serve as the trellis. So I kind of like shimmied it down in there, and we'll see how it works. Okay, this is a good time to be done. I think it just started raining. Okay guys, the air is so thick out here because it's so humid because it's been raining, but I feel really good about the progress that we were able to make. So before it starts really pouring and I have to clean up my mess, let me show you. There it goes. I'm gonna have to stand under the porch. So our peach tree's in a nice new big pot, so is the fig. Our lemonade lemon was unexpectedly in a nice new big pot, and our Eureka pink lemon is in a nice new pot. And our grape has come over here to live with the blueberries, and hopefully it'll start climbing. So I'm gonna give the Meyer lemon and the Mexican thornless key lime, I'm gonna give them a little fertilizer. We're gonna give them a little water, and it just started raining again. So this is a good time to end the video. So thanks so much for watching. Happy gardening. We'll see you next time.